Good evening and welcome to my channel. I'm Maggie Ubeze, and today is day 14 of my 40-day water fast. 14 days. I actually found myself this morning thinking like, what day is this? And I found it amusing because I've watched some fasting videos where I've seen some fasters like lose count. There's this lady, I've forgotten her name. She was fasting and she was like on day 20 something, like five, and she couldn't remember. She was actually like counting, to try and recall what day she was on. And I was like, how can I be on a fast and not remember the days? But it actually happened to me this morning. I was like, what day is this? Is this 13, 14, 15? I had to check and see that today was day 14. So I'm so happy and grateful that I've gotten here. I want to say thank you to everyone for your support. So last night I slept early. Well, I think by 10 or so I had gone to bed, and I slept till like 4 a.m. And then today has been a very chill day. I worked from home, and I didn't sleep. I haven't slept much today, but I've just been lying down, like not hardly moving around. I just lay down and worked. And so today has been a very restful day. I also drank water, a lot of water. But two funny things have happened, or not funny. One, well, my lips are not dry today at all. So that tells me that the dry lips had to do with the fact that I wasn't drinking enough water. But two, I've drunk so much water that I am uncomfortable, especially this afternoon. And I wondered something because this afternoon I chewed on ice, a lot of ice, and then drank water, and then my stomach got painful. Not a sharp pain, but I was just very uncomfortable. And I could feel the water in my stomach, like if I move, I could almost hear it doing, sloshing around in there. That was, and then I was uncomfortable, like it was pinning me. I was lying down and I kept having to look for a comfortable way to stay. All that happened this afternoon. So I drank so much that I was uncomfortable. Then at some point I started having heartburn. Strange. At some point my stomach was growling. Then I actually went to the toilet. So I did a number two, as in had a bowel movement, but it wasn't much. It was just a little, and more of gas, which I think was what was causing the discomfort. I was also belching a lot and burping a lot and the heartburn, and I'm like, and of course my stomach was feeling very full. So I'm like, am I getting bloated on water? Now, the truth is, part of why I'm doing this fast is because I've been having gut issues for a while. Before, it used to be milk products, dairy products used to cause me to bloat and be distended and uncomfortable. Like kind of what happened this afternoon, but maybe like 3 or 4 times worse anyway. You know, excuse me, I'm burping. So anyway, so um milk products used to cause that. So milk, yogurt, that's it. And then milk drinks, yogurt drinks, anything. If I put milk in hot chocolate, if I put milk in coffee, if I put milk in anything, I get distended and bloated. But this year, or for some months now, maybe even before this year, but recently I noticed that a lot of things cause me to bloat. So if I eat highly proteinous food, beans, egg, whatever, I bloat. Then it started getting worse because almost every food I eat, almost everything I eat, especially in the afternoon, causes me to bloat. So I'm like, my gut issues, my gut needs to be sorted. So I actually wanted the fast to also kind of, as I'm cleansing and detoxing and healing for the gut issues to be dealt with. And I'm wondering if that was what was going on today with the water. I mean, it's water. Anyway, so I only got some relief about 30 minutes ago. It's to 6 or so now. And so that's it. I've been uncomfortable most of this afternoon. The funny thing is I'm thirsty now. I actually want to drink water, but I'm afraid to because I just want my stomach to be calm. There's no heartburn right now. I know. Yeah, so that's how day 14 has gone. As I said, it's a very chill day. Tomorrow I'm traveling. I haven't packed yet, but packing for me is easy peasy. So I've been hungry. Yeah, that's another thing that has happened. I want to eat. Yesterday I was watching food videos. I'm not the kind of person that sits down and watch food videos, but I was watching different recipes of shrimp dishes, shrimps and egg dishes. I think it's because I'm thinking of after the fast, like I can't go back to eating what I used to eat because before this fast, I'm a bread and rice person. But now I have to switch to being more of a fruits and vegetable person or meat. So I'm looking at, meals I can make that will be semi-keto. I'm not like going to stick to a strict keto diet, but I'm looking at different things that are out there. So I find myself watching cooking shows on YouTube, which is so unlike me. I did that yesterday. I think I did that the day before, and then today a bit, and it's making me hungry. There are people that say watching people cook and eat makes them feel full. Mine is the opposite. It's making me hungry, and I know this evening or afternoon my son cooked, and he knows how to cook. So there is delicious food, and I can't eat it. I want to eat it. Wow, so that's it. Anyway, I'm going to try and hold out. One thing about this kind of when you fast, you find out that hunger comes in waves. So after a while, it will pass. So today, I wanted to talk about my why. Okay, and before I go into that, I want to talk about my weight. I keep forgetting to tell you guys about my weight, but maybe because it hasn't moved. In 5 days now, my weight has stayed stationary. I feel there's something wrong with the weighing scale. My friend said there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing. I've been 77.4 for 5 days. I think today it came down a little to 77.3 or something, barely significant. So yeah, so that's it. Although my friend was not telling me about that name, and now she told me what it is. She said non-scale victories. That when when you hit a weight loss plateau, your scale is not moving, but you're losing inches, and clothes that they used to fit you start to fit. So it's called non-scale victories. I'm like, okay, my scale is refusing to move. It's just stubbornly staying in the same place. So I've been 77.4 for 5 days now. 5 full days. I'm like, wow. Anyway, so that's it for the weight. Then today I wanted to talk a bit about my why, and that's because today I've had calls from 2 or 3 different people calling to clarify that I really am one on a 40-day fast and two, why. Like, I got that question twice or 3 times today, like, why are you doing this? Now I had to go back and watch my day one because I recall I addressed it there, but I'll address it again. Another thing that made me want to talk about the why was yesterday evening. I lay down, I was trying to sleep, I was feeling hungry a bit, not too much. the hunger I feel is not that kind that pushes you to get up and put something in your mouth. It's just a little hunger in the mouth. Enough for me to acknowledge, okay, I'm feeling hungry, but that's about it. Not enough to push me to action. Action being to go and take a plate of food and eat. But I was asking myself why. This was yesterday evening because I was almost feeling like maybe I should give up this fast. I mean, why am I doing it? So I already had that question on my mind. I was thinking of my reasons for this fast. And then today I had conversations on the why of why I'm doing this fast. So as I've been explaining to people who have been chatting with me, calling me, I'm like, this didn't start today. This journey to a 40-day water fasting starts today. Fasting is something I've been interested in for a long time. However, I think I tried, the first time I wanted to attempt a 40-day water fast was in 2015. And I think I even attempted it then, but I stopped at day 4 or 5. Yeah, that was 2015, that's 8 years ago. And so for the last 8 years, when I write down my goals, because I like to write down my goals, I write, do a 40-day water fast. Complete a 40-day water fast. So it's a goal I've been setting for the last 8 years. And this year, when 2023 came around, I told myself, Margaret, every goal you write down, there are about 6 or 7 of them, every goal you write down, you are going to achieve. And funny enough for me, I think the simpler, well, it's not the easiest, is this one. Like, start and finish a 40-day water fast. And from January 2nd of this year till day 1 of this fast, I have been attempting a 40-day water fast with varying degrees of failure. So there have been days that I fasted for 1 day and broke the fast. There have been days I fasted for 2 days. I think the longest I did this year was like 4 days or so and broke the fast. So even this fast, as I said, 2 days before this fast started, I fasted. It was supposed to be my day 1. And then at the end of day 1, at the 24-hour mark, I ate. The day that would have been day 2, I ate. I was so angry with myself. So the day that was day 3 began, I decided to just fast. I said, you know what, Margaret, you're just going to do this again. And here we are at day 14, which is wonderful. So number 1 reason, it's a goal I've been setting and I feel it's time to achieve it. Number 2 reason, weight loss. I know fasting is not the most ideal way to lose weight, but it definitely is fast. That's 1. And 2, if you can be disciplined after, you will reap the effects. You would stay slim. You are expected to add back some of the weight you lost, but if you are disciplined about your eating, you'll be fine. You will maintain the weight loss. So that is my plan. Weight loss also is part of it. Number 3 reason I'm doing this fast, healing. Now, I just talked earlier about the gut issues I've been having. When you fast, the food is not the body is not digesting any food anymore. And so what it does is, the energy it was using to digest your food, it redirects it, and 1, cleanses the system, and 2, repairs the system down to the cellular level. So there's a lot of detoxing, removing things that shouldn't be in your body, as well as repairing damaged cells, as well as using up damaged cells. So at the end of the day, all the healing, self-healing mechanism that God has put in our bodies is activated, and healing happens all over your body, and yeah, so that is it. First, I want my gut issues dealt with. I want my blood pressure issues dealt with. A 40-day fast is known to reverse high blood pressure. And for those who have done it, even when they add the weight, the blood pressure doesn't go high anymore. So it's kind of almost permanently makes your blood pressure to stay normal. So that would be great if after this fast I go and take my blood pressure and it's normal and stays normal for life. Okay, so healing. I want this fast to be like a healing time in my body. I also want to detox, both physically, emotionally, get it all out there, and mentally. So all that detoxing happens. The fourth reason was the fourth reason. Now, with all the detoxing, cleansing, healing going on, fasting also reverses your aging. So physically, you look younger, and biologically, inside your body is reset. Your system is reset. So I'm sure by about 10 years. So at the end of this fast, I would have the insides of a 30-something-year-old. Now that would be great and cool, to reset my body. Yeah. So to reverse aging. I'm getting older, and so it would be nice to slow the process down, and be strong even as I get older. And then the last reason is spiritual, and I'm putting it last because it wasn't the main focus of this fast. But as I told someone today, that it's inevitable. You can't fast and your spirit man is dormant, or nothing will happen on the spiritual level. It's just not possible. Whether I want it or not, there will be heightened spirituality. As a Christian who has the Holy Spirit living in her, I knew that the voice of the Holy Spirit gets clearer. I knew that I will hear more from God. I'll be able to tap into the spiritual more easily than ever before. It's inevitable, whether I want it or not, whether it was planned or not. There's this guy, I've forgotten his name. Sorry, today I noticed my memory is not at its sharpest. He wasn't even a Christian, wasn't anything. And he did, I think, a 21-day fast. And by the end of the 21-day fast, he said his third eye had opened. He became very intuitive about what was going to happen. He found himself knowing the future, in quotes. So that was his spirit was awakened. And I don't think it was even something he was looking for. It just happened. So same here. As a Christian, I'm putting my flesh down for whatever reason. But because my flesh is being put down, my spirit is also being elevated, getting stronger. Now, I'm traveling tomorrow for a conference. My church is doing a conference for 3 days, and my expectations is that I'm going to soak myself in God's presence. It's going to be a time of prayer. It's going to be a time of praise, time of worship, time of the word, and a time of receiving. Now, I found that for me, I receive a lot from God. And when I say I receive knowledge, I just receive revelations, especially during worship. I can just be worshiping and I'm just almost hearing a voice speaking to me clearly. Sometimes it's instruction, sometimes it's just talk. God is just talking to me. And I'm really expecting that to happen in this conference. So by this time tomorrow, I will have to make my videos from my hotel room. I may make them a little earlier because normally there's an evening session that starts about 5 or 6. I'll be in church at about this time tomorrow, so maybe I'll make my video around 4. So yeah, so the spiritual, of course, and I look forward to it. I'm due, for lack of a word, I'm due for a revival. I've been at a place this year. It's not a bad place, but it's not the best place either. I've just been, maybe like the way my weight has plateaued, my spirit has been just okay. And I don't want to be just okay. I want to be, on fire. So I'm expecting that a reignition is going to happen, a revival, personal revival or something is going to happen during this 3 days till Monday. And I'm looking forward to it. And so for me, this weekend is all about the spiritual. For me, it's going to be all about the spiritual. Yeah, and I may not talk about that because part of why I felt free enough to do this series on YouTube is that the focus of this fast right from the start hasn't really been the spiritual. If it was a purely spiritual fast, I wouldn't have come on YouTube. I would have come on YouTube after the fast. But this one is more for the other reasons I've called. It's just that the spiritual is going to be, engaged as well. And that's what's going to happen this weekend. And I'm so looking forward to it. I may or may not be able to go into details of the revelations I will get or of the experiences I'll have. Or maybe I'll be so excited I'll just share it with you. Maybe it will be a chance to preach or talk. I really don't know how this weekend is going to go. But yeah. So that's my why. For those wondering, and if I hope you guys watch this video up to this point, but for those wondering, that's my why. The reasons I've outlined. It's been a goal like forever, and I want to just meet it this year. It's also a reset button for me. I want to do various things this year, things I've never done or accomplished before. And I felt that doing this 40-day water fast is a start, a very good start into jump starting me into those things that I want to do that I haven't done before, So this is just the beginning of many things for me. And you can say it's the beginning of a reinvention project. Yeah, you could say that it's part of it. I've been wanting to do a reinvention of myself like forever, and a 40-day water fast has always been one of the things I wanted to use to jumpstart that journey. So yeah, so today I've talked about my why, and I understood yesterday why they say you should have a strong why, because right now part of what's just keeping me going is the fact that I said, you know what, I'm going to meet this goal unless I black out. And I don't think I'm going to black out. So yeah, or I fall ill. But God has kept me this far. I believe He will continue to keep me. I believe He will continue to keep me. I'm not going to fall ill. I'm going to be well. It's going to be well. This fast is going to come and go. I mean, I'm on day 14 already. Before we know it, I'm going to be on day 20, and then 30, then 40. Wow. I look forward to day 40. I look forward to food. I'm wondering if I can successfully do my refeed plan, which was supposed to be watermelon only. I find myself daydreaming of all sorts of smoothies and salads and co. But maybe I'll just do my refeed. There's life after refeed. So maybe I'll just once and for all do the refeed, and then after the refeed, eat all those wonderful salads and smoothies that have been, and meals I've been watching and dreaming of. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to stop here. I didn't even know I'll talk this long. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here up to now, thank you so much for watching. And Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Sorry, I'm having difficulty retrieving words from my brain. Yeah, so like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. I'm on 111 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Keep it up. I aim to get to 1,000 subscribers by end of April. Help me make that possible. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, wherever you may be. Bye.